President Kantong, my nephews, and a lot of people, I believe we should be meet in a hotel there, right? But here is my home, so I still believe my own culture. Yeah, I'm a shaman, and a couple of things I do. Yeah, so now I appreciate you here today.
Glad to be here.
Hey, so I will call they say call it spirit. Your spiritual will come to stay with your body, and your body is very healthy. The culture believe similar in the church. Yes, and also you have 2 chicken here, and the egg and rice, and the 2 there's I will call that. Yeah, but excuse me, so I will call it monk, but I would like to Kantong or another Messi will translate for you. Very much for the county administrator, Black Quaker, not a whole Martin County, no, you retired, pay, not what you can look for, gay or social food on it, the queer to love, the child of Kupa, Pope of China, and Canadian set on it. No, no, so I mua cứ mua kê lưng lo tu gió cha phê tua hu cha phê tua cho cưng gió nè phi cha mừng lo phê tung đi tung đi lu qua hu đi ra đi đờ tua ta vỡ cú hu na cú chi hu cơ gia cơ dự cơ chi cho cơ cú thế ta cho thế đi cơ qua gió ya qua mà đi đờ cú chi hu à cú hu là xem bay là nơi cho mi chia phê phong cho phê tung phê phê chú cho về là chúng ta cho từ tu na cha cho đi sai thứ ta đi hỗ trợ hỗ nào là phụ đi cứ hỗ là phụ đi vào bên kia nó đi chơi cái thì chơi miệng thì qua chúng chơi đi thấy từng đó lo là khi mà đi chơi cả tay lưng là khi đi chỉ trong cú giặc qua chơi phá cò là cho hỗ trợ nó chân qua chơi phá cò là cho hỗ đi lông chỉ cho thằng một cho cha để là nhau và tự cháu là
And that before.
Hey, mà xin cái to lắm.
They call your spirit, everything will good. Đây, nhớ tụi này hỏi chơi. Hỏi chơi tập đi. Can we stay here? Take one picture.
Sure.
Kid, I want the kid to my. So come on, go ahead.
That's an expensive place to take kids, but they like it there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds like a casino to me. It's got all the noise of a casino. We have a lot. My daughter worked at a casino for many years. So they're mostly Middle Easterners, and they send somebody with them to make sure that they have whatever they want. But the other problem is they're very sexually aggressive towards the staff and other patrons. Even though they're Middle Easterners, so that's not allowed anyway.
Yeah, because
No matter how much you gamble.
Here, not so much.
No, that's not going to happen in their casino.
Ba bên nhà rồi, từ bên chỉ có bên chỉ chưa được có này, chậu luôn là đây là chỉ cái bread. President Joshua just wanted me to make a total.
Bây giờ các hạt rồi, lúc nào giờ và lúc cổ thiên thu, nó thì có trong ở trên cổ chùa lúc xưa nó nhát rồi mà thành khâu đi nó nhát cụ chế nó quý nó phải xong.
Thank you for loving me.
Karen, right? Yes. Hi, I'm Lily. A few years back.
Yes.
You are, and then Sharon, you are you?
Hi, son. I'm good, and you?
And then you were at table too. You just invited me.
I just today. have enough people. Last resort. I know, it sounds fun. It sounds spooky. Oh, you did? Yeah. For the same months? It was, huh? Was there lots of people?
The more they start sharing, I get blocked out.
Thanks, Scott.
As you begin a new chapter in your life.
Thank you.
And I want you to know you can call me, or you know who to call if you ever need a golfing partner. Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Drawn and Wasa schools were resegregated. And I had people come to my house explaining to me that Hmong people were lazy and that they wanted to live on public assistance. This was a low point for our community. It didn't get better when 60 Minutes and Morley Safer came out here and seemed to confirm the same thing, that this was a racist community. But there was something resilient about our community. We got past it. there were a lot of people that were in that leadership group before I really took the leadership roles that were tremendous, and that we got past it. Peter was part of it, and we worked our way through it one day at a time. I want to go back and find my notes again to see what I was going to cover next. I left them over here. But the other thing I want to tell you is, it did certainly increase my visibility and name recognition, but that wasn't really what I was aiming at. But I'll tell you what happened was, the support of the community, particularly all the people who signed the petition, and Koo are here. You don't mess with Koo. I think we had 3,000 signatures? 3,000 signatures, and Koo presented to the county board, and it really made a difference in a lot of people's lives, particularly mine. It was hard coming back. I can't tell you, it was a lot of risk, but we came back, because you can't do anybody any good if you're not in that position. So you have to come back, and you have to let a lot of things go. And I think as a group we did that. I was at the Inclusivity Conference as one of the speakers, and Kelly Cabot's, our Marathon County Special Education Director, asked me after we had a number of pictures with people from the Hmong community there, how did you develop a relationship with these people, Hmong people, and how did it start? Well, I said, they just kept inviting me. And she said, and you kept coming. Well, I intend to keep that up. I'm still going to live in Wausau. I had enough of Wausau winter, so as long as you invite me for something that's from May to December, I'll be there. So I want to come there, and I know what happens because I've been introduced a lot of times based on position title, and that's fine. But now I'll be introduced as former Marathon County, and that's okay too. But the best introduction I had was by Cooley at his nephew's wedding. He said, "County Administrator and friend of the family," and that's the introduction that if you want to give me another one, I would certainly appreciate that. I want to talk a little bit about the Diversity Education Program of 1992. And we were doing that at the same time the neighborhood schools things were going on, and 60 Minutes, I remember doing a session when 60 Minutes was actually out there. At one time they were going to interview me, but they didn't ever call. So I heard that they were going to interview us. But we got recognized by the Clinton administration. Let me tell you a little bit about this that people don't know. Is the county board found out what I was up to, and they were mad. They were not big on 2.5 work days talking about diversity, and some of our managers were going back and saying this is political correctness and cultural indoctrination, and people were trying to brainwash people here. And I knew that there was trouble coming. So I went to where people who didn't know in Marathon County would go. I went to the Mint, and I found Jerry and Nelda Madison. You know who they are. And I told them about my problem, and they contacted the White House. And the White House then incorporated that. Now, the tide had changed. Was the county board actually going to order me to stop a program that was listed as a best practice by the White House? No. So that's how that came about. And when we were putting that up, there was an intern from the Clinton White House who I exchanged calls with over and over again. And one thing I want to share with you is there's more than one intern at the White House. Her name was not Monica Lewinsky. So, I don't know what her name is, but her name was definitely not that, because that would have rung a bell. So I want to now shift gears a little bit. Well, I talked about being here at some of the high times, but I've been here when you didn't get jobs that you should have gotten. I helped you prepare for that. I know that you were the best qualified candidate, at least I think so. And I've seen you lose jobs you shouldn't have lost. I've seen talk to you about kids who are being bullied in schools. Thomas Jefferson said we live in a country where all men are created equal, and it wasn't completely applied then, and it's not completely applied now. And sometimes I think actually you're a little naive, and I know more than you know, maybe because I hear things differently than you do. But we have made tremendous progress in Marathon County in this country. This country's not perfect, but I can't think of any place else I'd rather be. This is a land of opportunity. This is a place where we have high ideals, and we need good people to stand up to make those ideals a reality. You are relatively new to this community. You've done very well in between time. We've now seen the growth of our professional class well represented here. What we need to see next, first mindset, we need to see Hmong business development. We need Hmong businesses that serve more than the community. Because when you own the business, it's easier to employ people and to set your own standards. Otherwise, you'll see people hired and there'll be a little bit of a glass ceiling. And it's hard to break through that. So thinking about what is the next step. The other thing is, we got to get more boys going to college. Okay? Am I right on this? Not just the girls. Lots of girls going. More boys. Engineering, science, math. We need to make sure that we have a strong representation. Tech college is great. And we're well represented there, well represented in employment, but getting young Hmong men from Marathon County to go to college and come back home and live here. You can live in St. Paul if you want to, but this is your home, and it's available this to be the greatest place there was. I was thinking about how the Hmong got here. It was the churches that sponsored them. And I'm sure when they came, they had no idea. Unfortunately, there weren't any churches in Hawaii who wanted to sponsor them. So they're now here you're here for the duration. I've lived here all my life. Maybe when you get old enough to retire, you can be a snowbird too and avoid January, February, March, because it's a little bit more difficult. I want to start by introducing my family, both my work family, and I'm going to start with my work family and then go on to my biological family. And starting right here in front is Mary Palmer. I told my wife that she's my work wife. She already knows that. She keeps me in line. You already heard from Peter. If you want to talk to me, that's the ticket. She's been a great addition all along. Very important person in all of Marathon County. And Lance is over here. Lance is anybody. If they make the decision right, he's the next county administrator. Let's give him a round of applause for that. Is Molly here? I don't see her. Okay, no Molly yet, so we'll go to Boley, who's really not in our office, but Boley Vane works as a human resource specialist in the same suite. And the only reason I bring her up is, if you see her on Facebook or on LinkedIn, she makes fun of me. Well, there's nothing I enjoy more than that. She thinks I have a goofy laugh. Can you imagine that? She thinks I laugh more than other people do. Who knew? So she's a welcome addition and an important part of our team. Really has changed the conversation in our unit quite a bit. Now I've got to switch my page here, come around a little bit. I'm going to start with my other family. One thing that changes from 17 to 62 is you have a different understanding of what love is. 17, it's I love the way you make me feel. But at 62, it's about selflessness. It's about you and we are more important than me. And I want to introduce you to my life partner, a person who's been the most unselfish person I know, my wife, Linda Karger.
Chào, hôm nay anh nói nên chào cái chuyện này là lúc trong thế nào xin chào rồi mà nhà bé bé chế nhà bé khó hỗ trợ, thì mà nên chắc sai nhà bé tôi nhớ là nhà bé chỉ hỗ trợ chắc sai chả nè. Starting đó là hai đứa này chào sự tao đây tao chờ thế nên chắc sai chả thia. Giờ bé nhà bé chế nhà bé cho ở đây chơi cái xóa thì mà bé tôi nhớ là tôi chế là chỉ trong lấy chỉ bố bé xí làm tao thế, nhà bé chế chỉ cho nên chắc sai chả nè. Cho nên đâu có giờ nọ theo lúc chờ cũng chỉ đâu có con chỉ những khu có ít bia bé lúc có ba thiên cái theo thiên cái tệ mang chỉ có chơi bé kỳ tệ họ cho bắt thành chạy kỳ hành nó có theo lúc chờ bé chỉ đâu có nọ chỉ bia có ba sai thực cái bé kỳ tệ mang mua chỉ cho cái ba sai cái nữa nè cho bắt thành như cố lúc cho chỉ cao coi thì thọ coi với cao ba sai cái tạc tay thế này cho đó là cho cứ chỉ cao coi chỉ với cao ba tọ coi đây bắt thành một số thâu nó chỉ cao ba tọ coi đây chỉ cao thì nó đến đây cho cái chất lượng nó sổ lúc trong nó thì giờ thì ô tô là về chỉ về này cho sai chả này cái điều này cho tôi đi tàu chở rồi nên cho sai chả theo chỉ rồi nên cho sai chả để cho chỉ có thể cho bé hỏi mà chỉ của cho đâu họ có thằng số qua thì bé một sự ok cho tôi chở bé hỏi nữa thế nên cho chỉ tao cho sai chả này
hôm nay sẽ cha bé trong phong yêu sẽ là nhau trong lúc tuổi trẻ nào cuối giờ và trên cái tiền sĩ kịp giờ anh ấy sẽ lấy là khi ta lo trong cái sĩ kịp bây giờ được chứ congratulations for you Brian today is a very nice day for you and us and I will call the spirit and everything but and told the bad thing to away with the water it will go away. But I am monk, you and monk. So this is a monk community, I speak monk, okay? Yeah. Alright. Okay, now say you start. Yeah, put your hand like that, yeah. Xia, nu là ya, nu da, nu là ya, nu hồ, nu là ya, nu mà cần cho, nu là nó cần lo. Nu là quý ở trong gia sĩ gì tôi nâng cho chỉ mua nu là mua món cổ gì sẵn nhau rồi luôn trong mà tên cao đi nó mua cái tin nâng cho phong gì cho chơi ở đây còn hồ tây sửa đời tôi lo lần họ tôi giàu sửa đời tôi chỉ còn đời đời chia nu là cho là ở đây tụi phong gì xem ra cái nào này giờ biết tụi nào tụi chịu nhau ở lúc giờ nu là bé cái tin nâng cho phong gì cho chơi tụi cho sửa đời này trong xét chỉ trong bữa này cho đây chỉ cho chơi ở này cho bữa chơi chỉ cho bữa cho cái cho nông mà cái cho là cái ní chú là bữa đó là bữa chè của tôi chơi là chơi nên cho ta lấy ta cho ta cho thì là một trong lúc chơi đi cái cả món bom cho phải là cứ hết thế một lần tu chơi thế chơi ta chơi chỉ nói mà chỉ bỏ đâu mà cũng chơi là ta bên đó kiểu khá là ok ok go xia nu na cú lấy na cú